The 19th century had coal, the 20th century had oil. The 21st century may well belong to a grey rock most Zimbabweans have never seen up close. That is lithium. And right now, in Goromonzi, in Bikita, in Kamativi, and other places within Zimbabwe, we are sitting on one of the largest deposits of it on earth. Here is why that matters more than most people realize. Every electric vehicle, every phone battery, every grid-scale storage system the world is racing to build runs on lithium-ion technology. There is no substitute at scale, at least not yet. This is no longer simply a mining story, it is a geopolitical one. Nations that control lithium supply chains will hold the leverage in the next 50 years that all producing nations held in the last 50 years. And Zimbabwe is not a bystander in this story. We are Africa's top lithium producer, and experts estimate this country alone could supply roughly a fifth of total global lithium demand once our reserves are fully exploited. For decades, Africa exported raw commodities and re-imported finished products at many times the price. This is the model this country is now trying to break. Here's where China comes in, and I want to explain this properly because it often gets flattened into a slogan by people from different political persuasions. Chinese companies such as Sinomine and Shengshin have poured more than $2 billion into the Zimbabwean lithium sector since 2021. They didn't just buy the ground. They built processing plants at Arcadia, Bikita, Kamativi, turning raw ore into lithium sulphate right here instead of shipping rock overseas for someone else to profit from the value add. This shift happened because Harare forced it. Government banned raw lithium exports in 2022 and will ban concentrated exports outright from 2027. Beneficiation isn't a gift from Beijing. It's a policy Zimbabwe imposed on its own terms, and Chinese capital chose to comply rather than walk away. China needs the mineral. It controls roughly 60% of the world's lithium refining and 70% of battery production, and it has to import the raw material to feed that machine. Zimbabwe has the material, but not on its own the capital or technology to process it at the scale overnight. Each side has what the other needs. That is not dependency. In diplomacy, that is called leverage. The relationship should never be judged as pure extraction. It should be judged by one measure only. Does Zimbabwe end up with more processing plants, more skilled jobs, more industrial capacity than it started with? On that measure, the trajectory is real. From exporting raw rock for almost nothing to exporting refined sulphate at a premium, earning higher royalties on every ton. The real prize was never the lithium beneath our soil. It is the industry we build above. So ask yourself, are we still expecting rock? Or are we finally building an industry? This has been the Goto Brief. Thank you.